2, 3, 4.
Beer in the kitchen with the little red barn. We're cooking in the kitchen with the little red barn. Beer in the kitchen with the LRB. Cooking up your favorite beer recipes.
Hi! Welcome to our first of what we hope are going to be a number of fun sessions where you can see how to do interesting things with what's left over from making beer. Beer, it's what's good for us. So we're going to talk about making bread with spent grains. So we make the beer, we start off with these grains. This is a nice dark malt grain, and it's got a lovely nutty flavor to it. You can chew on these things, not bad. But that's what we start with. We crush them up, put them with water, cook it up. When we get done, this is what's left over. And it's basically spent grains. You can see the difference in the crush. So we're going to take these grains and we're going to make them part of a bread dough. And the bread dough is pretty simple. You maybe make breads at home. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to kind of kick it into a little bit of a different area than most people would. I'm going to start off with about 2 cups of flour, spelt flour. Let's do 2 tablespoons of flax seed meal. Yeast is used in our brewery when we make our beer, and we have to pitch the yeast into the wort. That's that liquid after we get done doing this. We pitch that yeast at a certain temperature, and the yeast will feed on the sugars. So it's the conversion of sugars to alcohol that makes beer have its alcoholic nature. So we got all that. Let's put about a 1/4 cup or so of these. So we got all that going on. We're going to start the mix here. And I've got a little bit of that wort. You're going to see it as I pour. See the color? It looks like beer, but it's actually wort. It's unfermented beer. So we're going to put that in for a little bit of flavor. And then I'm just going to take some tepid water. I think we're just about done now. Looks pretty good. I like it. We're going to knead it. We're going to turn this into a nice loaf of bread. Imagine the sandwiches for lunch on a grain bread like this. We're going to take a pan. Take a little bit of spray. And take a towel. I like using these old sack towels. Just going to cover it. Let's see how this guy's doing. Remember, we had to let him rise. Oh, look at this. You want to look for your dough to usually about double in bulk when you're waiting for it to rise. So now what we need to do is we need to punch it down. You're knocking out or expelling all the air that got in there, all the bubbles that let it rise. So we're going to take this out of the pan. I tend to want to flatten it out about the same width as the pan. Now I'm just going to take this thing, I pinch and roll, pinch and roll. I'm just going to shape it a little more, put it in the pan. Now that it's in the pan, we're going to let it rise yet again. So we'll cover that again with that sackcloth. We'll just let it sit up there for a while. And our next process, we're going to put it into the oven, see if we can't get a nice loaf of bread out of this thing. Oh yeah! Hot, hot. Very hot. Just set it in this thing. Look at our... If we've done this right, it's going to pop right out of the pan. I love it when a plan comes together. So we're going to give it a few minutes. We'll come back and we'll cut into it and see if it's time for sandwiches. See you in a minute. I gotta try it. I've got to try it. There's nothing like nice soft butter, a nice beer grain bread. Pretty good. See you next time.
All I wanna do is brew. All I wanna do is brew.